Hey, I'm Ash Toub, and I'm the practice administrator at Ponce Dental Studio. So I grew up in Iran. My childhood is a little meshed together because when I was a kid, we left Iran over to Canada, and that's where everything started inspiring me with my love with nature and my love for people and for different cultures. I have a lot of passions in life. First and foremost is spending time with my family, my wife, and our 2 dogs. And I'm excited to say that we are expecting a little one in a couple of months. The second one is really my new routine of exercise and health. It's really important to me to have longevity in my life to be able to enjoy the time that I have with my family that's left. Number 3, which is really the big one for me, is my love for nature. I have this deep connection, and I think it started from my childhood when I moved to Canada and being in the outdoors and bringing my family into that. You know, going out for walks, going for bike rides outside, hiking, fishing, having that solitude when you're on the lake by yourself means a lot. I like to say dentistry found me. I came for a vacation to visit my brother in Atlanta, Georgia. And I ended up going to the dentist, the thing that I always avoided. And my brother gave me a ride to his office. He helped, gave me a cleaning and gave me a couple of fillings. And the rest of the day I had to wait for him to be off work. So I just sat in his office and I saw how things worked. And to my surprise, it was very similar to my background in hotel and restaurant management. And I just kept seeing these things that we could have done better. So let's just say that night, I talked his ear off of all the things that we could have done in that office that made that patient experience better until he finally said, why don't you just move here? So I did. Dentistry can definitely make people happy, and here's why. What is happiness? When someone's happy, what do? They smile. I think physically, when you do something, it affects you mentally. And when a patient's unable to smile, or they're shy to show off their smile, or they're self-conscious about how they look, how their breath might smell, how many missing teeth they have, by them automatically not smiling, that impacts their mindset of how happy they are. And I think when you allow someone to really show off who they are and smile, it changes not only their perception of life, but it changes other people's perception of them. And that is the instant road to happiness. I would tell you that the biggest hurdle that I had in my life, I really avoided going to the dentist as a child. And that caused me to have a lot of issues in my mouth. You know, when I first came to see my brother, he's like, you got 7 cavities. That shocked me. And knowing that had caused me to have bad breath, it was a mental hurdle that was hard for me to get over because I couldn't talk to people the way that I wanted to talk to people. I couldn't be in front of you and tell you what I felt because the whole time I'm holding my breath back because I'm worried, like, are you gonna smell that and think of me differently as who I am? So I think when I ended up really deciding that this is what I want to change and I want to have, you know, the right type of treatment for my mouth, and that instantly fixed a lot of these issues that I had. It allowed me to realize, why didn't I do that sooner? And, you know, why did I make myself go through that pain? I think the quality of care at a dental office can really be the deciding factor whether someone's going to have longevity in their smile or not. There are a few things that really bring good quality of care. Number 1 is, are you using the most up-to-date technology? And the best way I explain that to the patient is, how would your life be different if you still had a flip phone? And there are a lot of dentists that still use a flip phone when it comes to technology and dentistry. Number 2 is something that you can't fake, and that is having empathy for the patient, being able to really put yourself in someone's shoes. And then number 3 is the quality of work that you're going to get done and who's the dentist you're seeing and what kind of reviews do they have. So I think it matters a lot to the longevity of your smile. What makes a good human? Here's how I feel about that. I think every human is a good human. I think it's all about how you're perceived as a human and how good you are at perceiving others and putting yourself in other people's shoes. If you're really good at putting yourself in other people's shoes, that's what really makes a good human, is being able to see the good side of somebody. And usually when you are someone that has a really good smile, people are going to perceive you differently, right? Everyone can see truly who you are. Think of a person who smiles and they have no teeth versus someone who smiles and they have a beautiful smile. When you're looking at that person, there's nothing different about those people outside of their smile. They're still good humans. What changed there is how you perceived them as a human. So I really feel like what makes a good human is having empathy. That's something you can't fake. Having gratitude for the things that you have in life, so you wear a different lens on not only how you perceive your own life, but how you perceive others.